It's Dasha.
Dasha, aka Daria, origin Ukrainian, star sign Aquarius, with a sprinkle of Pisces drama. Vibe, the heartbeat of the duo, emotional, magnetic, beautifully unpredictable. Should cry to a track that hits too close. Then make everyone laugh 5 minutes later, sun in human form. She turns every chaos into art. I keep her wild.
Hi.
Please welcome.
Yana.
Yana, origin Ukrainian, star sign Virgo. Vibe, the calm eye of the storm, grounded, precise, quietly powerful. If Dasha is the sun, Yana is the moon. She's the one who keeps things steady when life spins too fast, wise, warm, and always 2 steps ahead. I keep her safe.
Let's start. Hi, Dubai people. Welcome to our cult.
Yeah, it's like... Hello, Dubai and all over the world. Welcome to our podcast. By the way, we're still figuring out the name. So, if you have any suggestions, you can send it to our bank account. You're gonna think we're gold diggers, but
Well,
we didn't find any gold for 80 years.
digging 80 years, no gold, I'm sorry. Still gold. Well, we are just 2 friends who are still figuring out our life in Dubai. And we're gonna tell you one story at a time.
And spoiler, it's not only yachts and branches.
A bit of a spoiler that for the next time we're gonna have a podcast about dating life. But just to start with, to get in us, to get. So guys, we're gonna start just with a little bit of introduction about ourselves, and I just want to ask Daria first question. She had very active dating life in the past, maybe still
That's
present.
not true. Not really active.
Well, will be a spoiler for the next episode. If you had to describe yourself in 3 words your ex would use, what it would be?
Can I swear?
We're gonna place a sound.
Beep, beep, beep. That was the worst. No, but if you're talking about the previous one, he would definitely use that I used to be the most positive person he've ever known. And he was always so upset when I was going down and so on. Like, oh, you have to cheer up. But sometimes life hits you harder than even the most positive ones. They go down. So I'm very positive, demanding, but it's thanks to my Slavic roots. I'm trying to work on it, but again, it comes hard. And obviously, I'm very beautiful and attractive. Very
Not a narcissist vibes, no.
No.
None of
No. Okay, and then I'll ask you, what's one guilty pleasure that makes you so Dubai? Because your dating scene wasn't that fun for the past 5 years.
5, 6 years, yeah. What is my guilty pleasures in Dubai? I think Dubai is full of guilty pleasures, which makes your life is quite easy in terms of that you can get delivery at your doorstep, anything you want, toilet paper, detergent, I don't know, food, shampoo, whatever you want. So sometimes you're getting so much lazy that even if you have a shop next to your house, sometimes you will just order deliver. They have noon, 15 minutes. Not advertising. No one paid us for this.
Yet.
Yeah.
And now we need an advertisement permit.
But literally you can get anything. I think this is one of the guilty pleasure which makes your life very easy and spoiled in some ways and lazy also.
Exactly. Okay. So coming back to the part where you meet and greet us and kind of getting to know us better is the word. English is Englishing slowly, slowly but surely. English is not my native language. You know what is the worst part of having an ADHD? Both of us, we start the topic and then
jump from one to another and interrupted each other, as you can see.
And now I just remembered what I wanted to say. So when the taxi driver came to pick me up from the hospital, he was telling me, I'm here. I said, brother, we're here. He's like, here. I said, can you describe? And he's like, I'm here, madam. And I told him, do you want me to put my Slavic accent on? Because I'm getting mad already.
Dubai life.
In the end, after 20 minutes drive, I was already chill. And I said, like, I'm so sorry, brother. It happens. Happens sometimes. Short temper is one of the words as well to describe myself.
So how did we ended up being in Dubai?
You first?
We'll start. Oh, this is my favorite story because this woman, this one, she's supposed to come with me, but she actually didn't. Do we know why? I bet we do. No, but
I was supposed to go first then. I had a more dramatic intro. I was supposed to say, I betrayed a friend, which was my fucking best friend. I'm gonna cry now.
no.
The memories coming back.
No, but anyway, basically we're supposed to come together because our good friend actually helped us to get a job here, to come to work as a waitresses,
Yeah.
both of us, because our background comes from hospitality. We used to work all the time in hospitality. This is how we met actually back home in Ukraine, working in the hotel. So yeah, this was kind of our job, what we did at that moment. And so he got this opportunity to move to Dubai, and actually I was actively seeking to get opportunities abroad. I guess Daria, she also was kind of getting excited about this idea because I was always talking to her probably.
It's because I loved you.
Yeah, so she was like, okay, yeah, let's do that, this is gonna be fun. And at that time, which was 2017, Dubai was kind of booming, everyone was going there. So many of our friends, they went to work here. So yeah, it was like kind of everyone was talking about it. And I wasn't excited to go to Arab country, to be honest, but it was the only option at that time. So our friend put us in contact with a manager. We did an interview with broken English at the time, both of us on the call. That was so funny.
Hi, you want to talk to her first?
Yeah.
And this guy is now...
the manager, like, you know, Dubai is very small in the end, that we crossed our paths
after so many years.
Yeah, like...
The same manager that was hiring us, like actually both of us passed. But then I cancelled. I'll tell you the story later on. And
we come into
this guy came to work with me in one of the restaurants I'm working right now as a GM, and he's like, you're Yana's friend. You cancelled the job. And I'm like, was me. Boo boo boo.
Yeah, but what happened basically that we got a job, both of us. I think signed the contract as well. But then Daria, she decided to decline the contract.
Because Daria is very emotionally unstable person, not like that, full of emotions person, if you can say like that. And I fell in love, but I fell in love with a not a worthy man. It happens too often to me, I would say. But I guess life is just teaching me to do not trust this kind of people. So yeah, long story short, she went. I regretted the months that she left already, and started to look for a job, and somebody just called me in December, and I'll tell you later when she finished.
Yeah, so basically I came here in August 2017. It was a crazy heat, humidity. I couldn't believe that it can be so much hot in any part of the world. But yeah, and I started a job then, and I didn't know her intentions. I mean, we were still in touch, but she was hiding, keeping secrets from me. So it was, I came in August, so it was maybe end of year, like December, yeah.
Yeah,
when
so
you started.
they called me. I think I came early 2018.
Yeah, like
It was a couple of days before my birthday.
Yeah.
So I was surviving the breakup with that unworthy guy in Ukraine, which obviously was like, it was in the cards. But who would say if there is love? Yeah, they called me from one of the Ukrainian companies that were doing hiring for abroad, And they're like, are you looking for a job in Dubai? And I didn't even ask what position, where and when. And it's like, yes, yes, I do. And then I made an interview. I met an incredible woman named Rebecca. And it was such an interesting journey. So I was waiting for my visas and stuff and came here in the middle of February. And my birthday is on 19. And I believe I came on 17th. We've done some introduction in our hotel, and then was the plan A that were meant to happen, because again, there are friends in your life and there are some of them like family, and when you betray one, you feel always and I still do. I'm gonna cry.
No, we're not crying. No crying.
Already there. I need a tissue. Oh my god. I told her that one of my friends went to Dubai and I sent her some sweets. And they made a deal to meet in Dubai Mall and so on. And I'm not sure if we still have a video. I think
we do.
I have it somewhere in archives.
On Facebook for sure.
Yeah, how she came to see that guy in the Dubai Mall, and then I came from behind, I hugged her, I was screaming, shouting. I love you. I am sorry.
No, I mean, it's okay. I was happy to see her, and we started our journey together.
You forgive me?
I did, of course, not time ago.
Palace. София,
Зая, ты чё?
And we are back. After the short break.
Short break. Okay, we're not gonna tell sad stories anymore. Anyway, 8 years later, we are sitting here, still together, still broke.
Still broke.
Trying to be happy.
Happy. Actually happy, and trying to not get depressed or so on. But I think it's just a thing of our older generation, because we are so much overwhelmed by social medias, all of the successful success that you see on social media, which is rarely true. And as you said last time we were in the mall, most of the people nowadays, they live in for the credit cards. I mean...
Yeah, this is true, and this is why we want to talk also about Dubai, that there is a very wrong perception of Dubai sometimes, because even if you see luxury cars, luxury apartments, it's not necessary. These people are rich or bought them with their own money, which they earned. Most of people, they live in debts and credit cards. And
loans.
Loans, yeah.
And showing off.
Yeah, mostly showing off. So, moving on. This is a story how we ended up being in Dubai.
Becoming in Dubai, and maybe we'll tell you our stories in detail later on. Maybe we'll dedicate a separate edition for that. But today is just a welcome part, so a little bit of everything here and there. You know what I mean? Jilliby?
ADHD. What was your first impression of Dubai? Okay, let's speak about it. I told you, mine was first when I came out of the airport. It was so crazy hot, such a heat and humidity. I couldn't believe that this is real even. So this was just horrible.
I came in a relaxed weather. I came in February. I remember, and we were traveling that time with some random people, and only after 8 years I have 2 of them still in my life, and they're one of my closest friends. I have 5 closest friends that I can count on my hand, so 2 of them dedicated for them, one for another girl, and this one over here is the one that makes us human, not not monkeys. It's my it's my biggie.
But what was your impression from the city itself?
It was super fun because we came at night. The weather was warm. Like, you're coming from February where it's cold, and you come to a place where it's super warm. Yeah. And I remember at my first workplace, the HR, he was super tall dude and like super funny. But like, he's always like, you can see he's working in HR because he's like, hello, like da, 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 da. I think some HR people are like really using drugs to always stay like this. hi, how are you? My jaw would, get clutched or something. And then we went to the bus to go to our accommodation, and one of the girls in the bus said, "Oh my God, I think we live very close by. I can see Burj Khalifa." And only now I understand how far it was. And there was no public transportation. And we got scammed by a taxi driver straight away because we told us to bring us to the nearest mall. And the accommodation was in International City, and he brought us to Batuta.
Far. To even Batuta.
So he brought us like from one end to another end.
But why you went by taxi? No one met you with a bus?
No, everyone it's the next day we're deciding to go out to see the city and so on, and we asked the guy to bring us to the nearest mall. He literally takes us from one end of Dubai to the other end of Dubai. Welcome to Dubai.
You need to be careful if you're a tourist or you're coming for the first time. You need to be careful with the taxi drivers because sometimes you can catch the taxi, which doesn't say that it's taxi. They're just catching you with your hands, and then they're charging you crazy amount of money, like just ridiculous. So
or you always have a navigator in your phone just to make sure that you're going the right direction and he's not taking the longer route. It's gonna save you a lot. So first of all, Karim, Uber, and the maps that can work online or offline.
Or if you're catching the taxi on the street, it's RTA taxi. This is actually their government taxi, from government. So it's always cheap. They always have a meter and no shady payments with the cash, like card payments, cash available, any type of payment.
Yeah, and if they say to you that card payment is not available, that actually can lead them to a penalty, which is not allowed, means they're only doing some monkey business. I've had that in my life as well here.
Oh, I had it so many times.
What if they know? Nobody gonna know.
Nobody knows.
What did they know? Did you actually had a moment that when you thought, oh my God, I'm not gonna survive in here?
This is a good question because my goal initially...
I still have this moment every day.
Well, basically my goal was just to come here for a couple of years, which most of people think.
That's what they say.
Yeah, that's what they say. And then, I'm gonna make some cash and I'm gonna go back home.
How much cash you've got?
Not enough to make a podcast in the studio.
You gotta start somewhere.
Yeah, big ambitions, dream big, successful success.
It's on the other one. It's on the other picture. Dream big.
Many moments, actually. Many times.
Daily
basis, predominantly. No, but I think I just...
Predominantly.
I had some breakdowns. Basically, when I came first 2 years, everything was super nice. I loved it. And I did a break coming back home for 6 months. And
first love.
This is another story.
Okay, that's for another topic.
Yeah, but
I wanna dig in your dirty panties.
Ooh, girl, get nasty.
wait, we're gonna dig in yours.
Oops.
There's way more to dig. Different.
Depends. You've had your days as well.
I did. Yeah, I had many moments, but actually for the first 2 years, everything was super fun. I loved it, and I did a break coming back to my home country.
I remember the time that was very sad.
Yeah, I spent 6 months back home, but I couldn't wait to go back to Dubai. I was just desperate to go back. I loved it. I couldn't wait to see Burj Khalifa, just to go to the places where I used to go, my favorite places to drink coffee, restaurants, to walk on the beach. But, and I got back. When I got back, and then the COVID hit as well. So basically, yeah, it was just a new job, quite intense, and I was trying to find for myself better opportunities to be in a better place. But it was a hard moment in terms that I was thinking that, I cannot stay here anymore because I cannot stay in this country because I don't like the weather. There's different culture, like different nationalities here around you. It's a bit different mentality from back home. So it was a bit quite depressing, and also financials as well, because there were certain moments when, yes, you have a job and you make a certain amount of money, but it's still not enough to live at the level you would like to live. I don't know, to rent nice apartments or any other stuff. So it takes time, but these moments can be quite depressive actually. So I think I had many moments when I thought I'm not going to survive here, but I did.
Many more years to come. Talking of me, it's like she's like, you love Dubai. And yes, I actually do, because I knew and I still believe that Dubai has so many opportunities, but you actually have to work hard for it. I mean, depending on anywhere you are in the world, you have to work hard. But for me, the safety is a very big priority, and I feel safe in Dubai. I remember myself growing up in Ukraine as a teenager, when you're holding your keys in your arm, like in your hand, when you're walking home, because there is no more light after 12 midnight. And when you're just crossing the path to the house, like, you know, there is a dark spot and you're just praying to God, please don't trip me, please don't hurt me, please don't kill me. I want to be alive, I want to live. And yes, for sure, Dubai has its moments, and thanks to government of UAE, some of it's filtered and stuff, but I feel safe in here. I feel safe walking on the street at night with my laptop, phone, everything, you know, open, and even leaving it somewhere on the sidewalk, and nobody ever gonna touch it. Or if they're gonna touch it, they're gonna actually bring it to the police and report it. Not all the time, like, you know, these old stories with scooters being stolen next to the metro, but again, as you said, different mentalities
Happens
everywhere, but it doesn't get as worse as it can be in different countries.
What I want to say, we were really blessed to be during the COVID times in Dubai, because Dubai acted very organized, I would say, and there was of course restrictions, but they opened quite fast, so it's like social life was kind of still there. No, but actually, like, our company, they took care of us in terms of the financial part also. Like,
actually, you know, apart from hospitality being overwhelming and, like, you know, squeezing you to the last, both of us, we had a very good companies at that time that were supporting us so much. Like, I swear to God, that time it was the best company to work in, because they give you full dedication for the, like, an employees. Yes, you work hard, but they also treat you in a very nice conditions. Very nice conditions.
who's operator?
She's more into singing, I'm more into singing, but Gaga style. Gaga style, Miley Cyrus. You more of Adele.
And here you need to put abracadabra, abracadabra.
No, dancing until I'm dead. Dancing until ADHD, where did you?
Okay, do you think Dubai loves you back, or it's a tough love kind of city?
Dubai can be very toxic at some times, but again, you have to prove to the city that you love it, and then it's gonna, you know, start giving you signs. Like, I notice it everywhere. Same as you need to put your mindset into the universe and the gods and God, that, okay, I'm here for opportunities, I'm ready to take them. Like, for example, my yesterday's situation, no? That, you know, all of this happened just like that. The opportunity came, I said, let's go for it, and boom, super nice. So yeah, you have to prove to Dubai that you love him, and Dubai will love you back. It's like, there is this kind of condition, you know, in medical condition, I think, like, prove me that you love me and I'll definitely love you back.
But I can add one point, that government really taking care of everyone, to be honest.
Big time. Apart from scholarships. Apart from school and all of this.
Yeah, of course, being an expat, and if you have a family, if you have kids, so of course you don't have opportunity to
if you're a single mom,
to place your child in a free school, so you don't have opportunity to place your child in a free school. You have to pay for schooling, but some companies, they do cover schooling.
That's
for the
a very
children.
good, yeah. But again, that's kind of a job that I don't really like. But if there will be no choice, I will have to, because let's see how the cards will turn. But again, it's the office job, or again, working in the big companies and
corporate
so on, like
world.
corporate and so on. And you know me, corporate job.
She wasn't made for that. 9 to 5 jobs, not
9 to
for
5
us.
came to my throat. I don't mind waking up in the morning, don't get me wrong, but I've tried doing office for a while, you know, for a couple of months, and I was depressed. So yes, government is taking care of Dubai, as you said. But do you think Dubai loves you?
Dubai loves me.
Dubai loves me. I just know. I just know. Okay.
Let's talk about the career risks and tough choices.
Like 30s and not knowing who you want to be when you grow up.
Oh my god, yeah. Like, I just turned 32, so, and I still have any question who I'm gonna be when I'm gonna grow up. I actually a grown-up woman now.
Not sure about that. It's like second 20s, but a little bit smarter.
And a little bit more money. A little bit.
A little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. There is a song. It's very nice. I'll show you later.
Okay. No, but have you taken actually any risks here in Dubai within your career? Or what was the biggest risk?
Biggest risk is coming back from maternity after maternity leave, after 1 year and 8 months, coming back as a manager, learning a new career, a totally different field, getting divorced, moving out alone, and then becoming a DJ right after being a manager for so many years and working in hospitality for, I don't remember, I think since I was 18 I was working in hospitality, and I was actually dedicated to this job. And I know why, because I kind of love stage, and hospitality was always kind of a,
You do your performance there.
You do your performance there.
I liked it also because
this gives you.
It's like
that's why we started the podcast.
It's like you're at the floor, and this is like your kingdom, and this is your performance, and you run the performance. Because let's be honest, people in the restaurant, you might don't see them as they are like a waitress, or they're just gonna serve you, or the managers, but actually they are the one who making decisions for you. Exactly. And if you think you're in control, well, basically you're not.
Basically, you're not. So yeah, I was enjoying doing that, but since I'm a single mom, I was sure that I cannot continue like this.
Hello.
Poo 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 poo. This is one of the cats.
She has two.
I have two. Welcome, Max.
We have a new guest today.
We have a new guest.
Hi, Max. How are you today? You know that the cat, they have their own smell. Yeah, she knows.
Это же батон.
Давай.
Coming back to your point, so I was a single mom working in hospitality, and I loved stage, and I always wanted and dreamt to work in music. First, I wanted to be a singer, then I wanted to be a drummer, and then very smart man once told me, why don't you try to be a DJ? By the way, thank you very much. Yes, I still remember you. We have a story as well.
Spoiler!
Dedication! But actually when I went before in Ukraine, I tried to go into a school, learn into DJ, went for 20 classes and realized I know nothing, and thought I have no talent whatsoever and I'm not going to be able to do it. So when I was on maternity, I was doing the social media for a little bit, but didn't really encourage me. So in hospitality I was working, and I found a course here in Dubai. They were performed by a Ukrainian couple. You either can choose girl or the gent. So I went for a girl because she seemed to me like the one who can give you bamboo when you're not performing enough. And thank her very much for that. And that time I didn't have money to pay for that course. And my very best friend, aka sister, who never borrows money to anyone ever again.
Gypsy.
She borrowed me money at that time, which was wow, because she actually believed in me in one of the first performances that I made. Remember how proud you were sitting there next to me. So yeah, basically I started working in July, learned how to DJ, did my first gig on New Year's. Before months before that I got divorced, moved out in January, and then the whole story began. From February I was already half manager, half DJ, and from October 2024 I'm a full-time DJ. DJ.
No, I'm very proud.
My career We need champagne.
No, I'm very proud of her because by the time when she came to me and she told me, oh, I want to do this course and this is a story about borrowing money, I actually was really thinking that, yes, this is her dream and I want to help her, right, to accomplish her dreams and goals, and she did it, and I'm very, very proud because I think people, they have to pursue and to do what they like, and it's very important to find out what you like, and I was very happy that she found her passion.
And that's why we're doing the podcast as well, because that's what we love to do.
Yeah, we do like talk.
I like talk, but also bringing out the real life, that it's here, and talking about the problems that people are covering just behind sweet words, sweet pictures, all of this. We are here for the truth.
Yes. So, moving on to next.
No, but what was the boldest decision you've made in your career?
It actually was two decisions. So I was like, no, I can't do this anymore. And I actually wanted to get some job working in the office so I can have
She's
a bit
the office
more.
girl.
Yeah, now on.
My office worm!
Yeah, so just to sit, relax in the office. And I quit a job without finding any other job. And being an expat, it can be quite challenging because basically your visa is on your employer. And then you have only 30 days to stay in the country after your visa cancelled. And basically you need to have a job, otherwise you have to leave country and then go back, or yeah, basically you cannot stay. Or they will give you penalties for the overstay as well, of course. So I took a risk, and I was living in accommodation provided by the company at the time. So I had to move out to find all myself, the apartments and everything. And yeah, I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it, and I did it. So this is what the first move when I changed, and I found a job in the office. It was
Because she got the balls! She got the balls! You wanna see? Mental ones. Mental ones, like both of us do.
No, but yeah, actually then I got a job quite fast within 1 month. It was still hospitality, but it was office based, which I was very happy about. And I worked with this company for 3 years, which is quite a long time. But then I was just like, okay, I'm still in hospitality. And I felt that this is not industry where I want to dedicate my life. So last year, beginning of the last year, 2024, I decided to make again bold move. And again, I quit without finding any job. This time it took me a bit of time to find another job, so I had to sort it out with my visa issues and how do I stay in the country, etc. I had to travel a couple of times, but basically I found a job in the office. Again, but it's different. But it's different. I'm a headhunter. If you need a job, do you need a job? Call me.
And there are perks when your sister is a headhunter.
No, but basically I switched to recruitment and I work for consultancy. I'm a recruitment consultant. I'm connecting people with the right opportunities.
With the right people.
With the right people. So, and I'm still trying to find out what I'm going to do next, because this is why I'm doing podcasts.
Exactly. This is the thing also with DJing, you know, it's like as much as I love being on the stage, growing and so on, there is still some capacities of me that are not used in that
Potential.
It doesn't take the whole potential. So
Yeah.
now that's where we're doing the podcast, and I want a little bit more of publicity, and I want my voice to be heard. Like, I want to have the strong voice not only in the real life, because I'm quite loud, all of this, but I want it to be loud not in terms of the volume, but you know, in terms of context, and the people that hear me, stand with me, same beliefs and so on and etc., 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 they say.
Okay, then coming back to career choices and everything. So within your, I don't know, career, or maybe just people who you met, did you met any person who you would call mentor for yourself, who gave you the best advice here?
To be honest, I think I'm blessed with people around me, and the people is the most expensive value that you can have in your life, the people that surround you. So working in hospitality, I actually have two persons who I would call my mentor. A couple of months ago, it would be only one that I would desperately work for. It was the one who hired me. The passion in his eyes for hospitality never faded, and the gentleman who's given full dedication to what he does. And another is a beautiful woman that I've met a couple of months ago, just before I went for my vacation in July. She is a hospitality expert, and she took my heart. And that's where I realized the spot number 5 on my hand for friends just got one more person in it. And soulmates, they come in different shapes, genders, and I don't know, different appearances in your life. But while being already in different career, I've met a woman who inspired me, and she is a mentor not just in hospitality working field, but for life. She has so much passion in her eyes, it's never fading, the smile that's always shining, and the heart that has so much love and support for everyone. So, yeah. And she's always told me, Daria, less drama, but I cannot be less dramatic. I'm sorry, it's just in my DNA. If I cry, I cry. If I laugh, I laugh.
Drama.
If I cry, I cry. If I laugh, I laugh. If I love, I love. So she told me that I'm doing actually a great job, and I have to go and take the opportunities, grab it by my hands, because we have a saying back home that if you ask, you're not gonna get beaten up for this.
Yeah.
It's like ask.
No one will kill you.
No one will kill you
Just
if you're
ask.
gonna ask. And if you're not gonna ask, you never know how many opportunities you will lose. So that's why we started the podcast, and we're no longer losing the opportunities.
How many times we gonna mention this?
Until it's engraved in our brain, madam. Madam. You've had any mentors?
I'd say I met...
I am the mentor.
I am the mentor of all mentors. No, I met a really nice people, but they were right people at the right time. But I cannot say that some of them...
What?
Is it somehow different to yours?
Mine finished. No.
Yeah, I cannot say that I met mentors specifically. There was many nice people I met. They were right people at the right time, but
Some of them nice, some of them not.
yeah, some of them nice, some of them not. But if you ask me now, I don't have anyone in mind, to be honest. Maybe it's sad.
Okay, so let's talk about what's the most overrated thing in here in Dubai. In general, in Dubai, what people think of you living in Dubai when they are outside of Dubai. So that our life starts like I wake up 10, 11 a.m. maybe if I want. I go to the beach.
Driving
with
my Maserati.
My private driver is driving my
excuse
private
me.
Maserati.
Mm-hmm.
I go, take a coffee, take a walk, come back, massage, spa, hair day, leg day, booty day, all those things. In the evening, I see my friends. We go for a restaurant.
In the IFC,
In the
somewhere.
IFC. And I ask for a bottle of water and for a bottle of champagne. Okay? And that's basically my day. Opposite way. Because this is my very best friend, and I see her the most is once in 2 weeks. And that's already wow!
This is achievement.
Achievement.
No, what was the longest time we haven't seen each other? Maybe a couple of months.
Living in Dubai, in the same city.
And we used to live quite close to each other, because I used to live in the same area she used to live. And
my God, I mean, we also have different timings of work, to be honest. But in general, to catch up in Dubai, becoming quite hard because everyone has things to focus on, and again,
mainly job.
The adulthood, it's hard. So yeah, brum, brum, brum.
But mainly, I would say that it's a bit overrated in terms that people work hard here, and people who lives here, not just coming, just hang out in Dubai for a couple of months, then go back to their country, or just coming for vacation, but people who actually lives here and doing all the job, they work hard, and predominantly you will have just normal routine like work, home, and They don't pay you millions for for the job. It's quite competitive salaries, maybe slightly higher than in other countries, but just because the cost of living is different as well, the cost of rent is different as well. This is the only reason. So yeah, it's all pretty much standard.
If we'll go in detail, like renting an apartment, you need already to have some, amount of money to pay the first check, and you can only pay checks. And if you pay in only monthly, it's going to be more expensive. And
if you talk about the deposit, you have to pay agency fee. You have to give deposit for the apartment. You need to pay deposits for the DIVA, which is your water, electricity, and everything, for the AC, for the gas. Everywhere you need money. So if you're looking really to move out, for the first payments, I think it's around 5,000 euros, something easy, minimum. You need to have
mine was around 5,000 euro, and I live in the studio. But I live in the studio I'm pretty much close to downtown. So of course it's metro, it's here, all of this. Yeah. But that's what I'm doing the driving license right now. Failed 2 times my driving assessment already, but not giving up. Because I want to get a bigger apartment, and but for this I have to move a little bit further. But it's also nice because I kind of want nice green community around me, family vibe and so on. And Aquarius / Pisces that started to want the family. Weird. 30 is near, and I didn't thought that that's gonna be the case of my 30s.
Knocking at your door. 30. After 30, you don't count years. I'm 30 plus.
I think 30 is good, actually. I'm more matured. I'm not embarrassed to talk about the things I want and I don't want in bed, for example, which is very important for me. Remembering myself when I was in my 20s, you go on a date I'm gonna only have a salad, and then you're keeping quiet on the things that you actually don't like. How they treat you, because unfortunately man thinks there's only one manual for all girls. As then my doctor said yesterday, if the world would be only surrounded by women, it would be more exciting, because they don't understand that woman is it's not just straight. The signal said straight. It's also, U-turns, turns, sideways, and so on. So
it's true.
It's something very painful.
I think we went somewhere else from one topic to another. We were talking about
ADHD.
Dubai, rent, and what? We cannot keep.
I was telling you that 30s is actually better than 20s because you're more matured, developed, and so on. Yes, you still do stupid decisions, but 30s are good. I like 30s.
You're not in 30s yet, babe.
In few months, I am.
You know what happened to me? I was so excited for my 30s. I was like, I'm gonna be 30. This is so cool. And
don't spoil my moment, huh?
Well, maybe it's not gonna happen to you. What happened to me, week before I'm turning 30, it just someone hit me.
With the bus.
With the bus. I don't know what happened, but I got in so much depression, which I'm still kind of trying to get out of. But I mean, it just became very questionable about everything. It's basically was the period when I questioned everything. Am I doing the right career? Am I in the right relationship? What am I doing next? How my life will look like after 20 years.
That's the whole point of life. That's what I really realized, that you can't predict, you can't plan. You need to do here and now. That's what I'm telling you now, but in a couple of weeks I'm going to be depressed again.
We're just depressed generation. That's it.
The level of cortisol is quite high, and we look at social media way too much, and apart from just looking at social media, we believe in it way too much that we shouldn't, because it's not like that.
Everyone is hyping now. You need to do your dopamine detox, which
success,
which I quite support, because scrolling and all the reels and Instagram sometimes can be very overwhelming, and it's really I don't know, makes you always compare yourself to someone, to something, and it's actually making you
you only have to compare yourself to yourself in the past.
In the past.
But we're all human beings, we're learning. Первый шок
Money talks.
Money talk, первый шок. Dirty cash, I want you, dirty cash, and you all.
Money talks.
И сейчас головой. Improvisation time!
What was the cultural shock?
Culture shock. So my mom, she lives with me for a couple of months, and there are several things that I told her not to do because she came to Dubai. She's like, oh, it's a Muslim country, everything has to be closed. And to be honest, Dubai is quite, already, how you say it? Like
Open-minded.
Open-minded, and the tourists and people from all over the world, they changed it a little bit. So yes, it is a Muslim country, and you have to follow some certain rules. But apart from that, nobody gonna beat you up and take you to the police if you're walking in shorts and just short on the street and so on. They're actually very understanding, very human, and so like you're kind of safe in this moment that you're not gonna get beaten up, you're not gonna get abused verbally or physically.
About culture shock also, if you remember, I think this rule still applies, but when it comes down to the local people, right? So you cannot just randomly take pictures of them, especially. Yeah. So social media is quite protected here because, for example, we cannot do FaceTime. We don't have FaceTime here.
But
WhatsApp.
Why is, by the way? I never knew why you
I don't know, just like in their culture, because basically video calls. That's why we cannot do WhatsApp calls, we cannot do Telegram or anything. So, and also you cannot take pictures with the local people here because they actually can
sue you,
yeah, right? And if they will see that you're making a picture in public places, and you also cannot take pictures in front of the government buildings, for example, police building or any other government entity. So this is also quite protected here.
Yeah, I remember even all the, how you call them, like consulates and so on. I remember working in RC at the time, and I was walking across the street from US consulate, and I was just taking video for my blog, like literally the face. I crossed the road, the guy stopped me, he's like, Madam, you have to erase everything, like everything from your phone. And I'm like, I'm just filming myself. He's like, no, erase everything. I'm like, okay, no problem.
Yeah, so you actually can be asked to delete.
There are many more things, but it's just something that comes to mind first.
Yeah.
So just to sum up all of the things that we said before, we're starting our podcast, and furthermore, once we're done with the episodes that we want to talk about, we will be inviting different people from different working fields to give us like a kind of a small interview of living in Dubai and their perks and other things.
To share their story basically, because each of us, they have their own unique story in Dubai of coming to Dubai, developing themselves, progressing. So.
And unfortunately, because of the speed that we have in Dubai, some of the stories are not heard enough. And I believe we have to bring their voices over here to publicity. So their stories to be heard, their stories to be respected, and there are people to know, you know, and to talk about very important things in life. And some of them not, and to have fun. Just enjoy the life.
A bit of spoiler for the next time. What we're gonna talk about next time? Episode 2, something spicy.
So, dating, men.
Tinder, Bumble, Tinder.
Never done that. It's you, the up pro master, you know? She's like, that's why she's headhunter.
Oh yeah, I have quite of experience.
So yeah, dating scene, the relationship in Dubai, and I don't know, possibility of making a family. It's like many more things to come.
Yay!
We actually hope, guys, that you enjoyed our first episode, and I hope you liked what we're talking about, because that's why we are here.
Talking about everything and nothing.
So please meet again my beautiful Yana.
And my beautiful Daria. Where's our tattoos?
No. Tattoos? We didn't say about the sun and the moon. Next episode, sun and the moon story.
Woo! So if you enjoy our videos, please put like and subscribe. It's really, really important for us, especially in the beginning, because we're just starting with our episodes, and it will be more fun, more interesting stories, and more spicy details.
Yeah, it's gonna help us a lot. So see you guys in the next episode. Again, like and subscribe to support our new journey, and we love you all already.
Ciao!